Hello, welcome back. DJ Vic Vapor with you. Continuing on with our quick arrangement here. We're going to do some real basic editing here, so kind of follow along and I'll try to describe what we're going to do. So we've got our intro, verse, chorus, and outro. Real basic, short little deal here. We just want to move some elements around and get some basic editing going here. So let's see. The first thing I probably want to do is I don't want the Rhodes to necessarily come in the intro. So let's move that guy. Let's move him back a little bit. Let's bring him in on the verse. So I'll bring it in on the verse, and we'll just put it over the verse for now. And same with the plucky synth. I don't necessarily need it to really be jumping out at us right at the beginning, but let's bring it in just before the verse starts. So I lined it up right here in that bar. So it's going to come in just before the verse starts. We'll loop it out and we'll let it go through probably all the way in there somewhere. And on the bass, since the verse is going to kick in right here and the Rhodes are going to kick in, let's take the bass. If we hover over this bottom corner here, let's just bring it back a little smidge right there. And let me see here. Same. We'll leave the drums alone for now. Let's kind of hear what we've got as far as an arrangement right here so far. All right, so I think the plucky synth, we will continue to move on down. It's probably going to be part of the chorus now. And I'll leave it just in front of the chorus. I want to introduce it right before the chorus hits, because what I'm going to do here is bring the drums out. So by bringing the drums out, we'll hover over this corner. And we will just bring them back a smidge there. And probably, yeah, let's hear what that, I'm going to bring the playhead right to here and just hear what that transition sounds like. And let's bring it, let's loop it out to make it consistent with that whole area. And you see some arrows here up and down. I'm actually going to pick a different pluck. Let's try that guy. Pretty cool, like it. I'm going to hover over this separate bass, this City Night bass, highlight it, and let me see, Control L. Didn't work for me here. All right, so don't worry about that. I was going to dice that bad boy up, but I forget the shortcut. Let me hear what does. Edit. Split. Some of these shortcuts don't always aren't always easy to remember. Let me see it. You know what? Let's just skip that for tutorial's sake. I don't want to get lost in looking through menus and shortcuts. So it's fine as is. So, all right. So we've got the pluck synth, we've got the chorus, and then we've got our outro. And I will bring the Rhodes back on the outro. So I just held down, I highlighted, held down Alt and dragged it over and dropped it into the new area. So we've got a pretty good basic structure going on here. Let's see, let me see if we can bring in here. Let me hear this one more time here. Let's see. if we can add a new element here. We would go back, reset this. What would be cool there? And let's see. Trying to decide what would be a good instrument to work with right in that area. So let's see what's under melodic. You know what, maybe, just come to me, maybe if I go under synth, and let's see here. See if I can find a pad. Wonder if I have anything loaded in the pads. Techno synth, I don't think that's going to work. Just don't have a lot of, oh, what do we got? That's the techno synth again. Thought I had a pad in here somewhere. Plucky synth. Let's see here. Roads and then drop. What do I want there? Strings. Strings might have something for us. Nothing. Let's just grab one of these orchestral strings and drop it in here. See if that helps us out with our thoughts here. I'm going to mute this plucky guy. Hit play. I think that'll work. I'm going to get rid of this pluck guy. So if you've been following along in the tutorials, let's get rid of that guy. And let's see, we can minimize some more real estate here. So now we've changed that to the orchestral, but again, I want to move it right there. So we've got the drums dropping out and the orchestral will be coming in right there. So let me see here. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so we've got some basic editing and basic structure here. And let's go in and next tutorial and we'll level off some things and maybe EQ a few things and just kind of get the general mixing idea down, and we'll move on from there. So, all right, see you in the next tutorial.